Cutting the cord with your twin flame, can you do that? If so, how? If not, why? Why does it work? And what are we trying to accomplish? Which is the most important question. So before you go any further with this video, I want everybody to take pause right here and think about this, because this is what's really important. What are you trying to accomplish by either doing this or not doing it? Believe it or not believe in it. What are you trying to accomplish? And I think that's the common ground that anybody watching this video could agree on. We have some goal to accomplish here. We want something to change in some way. And for a lot of people, they want their twin flame to come back, and they think if I cut the cord, that's detaching, perhaps. Or I'm just tired of feeling like crap and I can't take it anymore, right? And I heard somewhere if you cut the cord, that works. Whatever it is, whatever your reason is, I feel like it'll be addressed in this video. So whether or not you can cut the cord with your twin flame, it might not be relevant by the time you're done. But I'll just get this out of the way up front. I don't think you can do that. You can disagree, but it doesn't look that way, guys. It doesn't look that way. And I am trying to word what I say carefully right now, because there's a lot of people who I think are going to be getting some ruffled feathers by me saying that you cannot cut the cord with your twin flame. There's a lot of people that believe that you can do that. Here's the thing with a cord cutting. There's you and there's another, and you're connected. And if you cut the metaphysical cord, then you guys go back to being two separate. But that's the problem, see, is when it comes to your twin flame, there is no other, guys. You and your twin flame are one being. So, for those of you that are new here, welcome. My name's Kurt. I'm the world's leading twin flame coach, over 5,500 students. How did I do it? By being realistic, by being pragmatic about what a twin flame is. And we already know this stuff, guys. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm using proven spiritual knowledge, not new agey Fruity Loop stuff. And not even all of that stuff is bad. That's not what I'm saying, but that's just not what this is, guys. So this is the oversoul in heaven, the higher self. So heaven, the afterlife, it's really the before life, right? The energy part of the universe, where you go when you do the thing that we call die. Okay, that's what this is. And then there's all of these incarnations of your soul throughout time. So the year 1750, 1870, there's you and your twin flame. There's a future incarnation, right? So past lives, you're going to reincarnate into the future, right? And by the way, you'll see this diagram a lot in the general spiritual community, like soul trees, soul families, right? This is a known quantity. This is a known teaching. I'm not reinventing the wheel. And you don't need to do that either, guys. That's what I'm telling you, is we already know what a twin flame is. Okay? So this is you and your twin flame. It's simultaneous incarnations of your soul. That's it. But that's the thing. Your twin flame is you. And I'm not talking about the personality. I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about you, the soul, the real you. The personality, the mind. Remember, body, mind, soul. Again, back to basics. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. Back to basics, guys. Your twin flame is your soul. This is Spirituality 101. Your twin flame is your soul. That's as basic, bare bones, back to basics as it gets, right? So, body, mind, soul, the mind, personality, ego, is a history. It's an identity. And I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is. In ancient Zen spiritualism, they call it the separate self. They call it separation consciousness, when you derive your very sense of self from the personality. And to a degree, you always will your whole life, as long as you're encapsulated in this body. But what I'm telling you is, it's like a spacesuit that you wear, but there's a you who's wearing the personality, right? It's the soul, consciousness. And remember, you and your twin flame are the same soul. That's the one thing that pretty much everybody online agrees on, is that it's one soul in two bodies, or the soul splits, or it's the same soul vibration, and they are absolutely correct. And you can see from this diagram, again, this is pretty conventional spiritual knowledge, guys. Does the soul split? Well, it kind of looks that way. I wouldn't say that's exactly what's going on. I would have to get into another discussion perhaps about sacred geometry to explain what's going on there. And maybe I'll do that in another video, but I think you get the idea. So, can you cut the cord? It's not really looking like it, but you don't need to. Remember what I said at the beginning. You have a purpose behind doing this. You have a goal. You have something you want to accomplish. You want to feel better. You want to get your twin flame to come back. You're trying to get something to happen by doing that. You're trying to get some result, and that's not a bad thing, but cord cutting is not the way to do that. And by the way, like I mentioned at the beginning, that you can do a cord cutting on anybody, I'm kind of skeptical of that. Or if you can, my perception, and maybe you guys can comment down in the comments section below, maybe you have had different experiences, but it seems to me like a temporary solution. Like if you don't fix the root of the problem, a cord cutting doesn't really help you. And you cannot cut the cord with your twin flame, guys. You are your twin flame. You can't cut the cord with yourself. It's just not possible. There's not two of you. And this is the thing about twin flames, that when you look on the internet, that it's a very glaring contradiction. And I'm up here every day pointing that out, trying to be of service, right? Because here's the thing. How can there be other when you are your twin flame? How can there be other when you are your twin flame? And again, I get it. There's a physical body and there's a personality associated with your twin flame. But when you get into that dynamic, check this out. You discover why they run. It's polarization, guys. That's why they call it divine feminine and divine masculine. It's not really gender that counts, biological sex, okay? It's polarity, it's energy, it's yin and yang, it's pure function. That's why your twin flame is running. So if you focus on them mentally, emotionally, or metaphysically, they focus on anything but you. You focus on them, they don't focus on you. You push, they pull away. That's why they're running. The mind is duality. It's metaphysical. That's where the yin and yang symbol comes from. Okay, the whole universe is like that. Albert Einstein called it relativity. Things being relative, opposites, up, down, hot, cold, past, future, here, there, greater, lesser, duality. Alpha, omega, right? That's the mind. That's why they're running. You are intrinsically your twin flame. There's no cord cutting. Now, here's what you can do. Union. Where did that word come from? Unity consciousness. Again, not reinventing the wheel. When you believe you are the mind, that has always been called separation consciousness. That's where that word came from. It's not a twin flame term. I mean, that side conversation, that just goes to show me that somebody figured this out already, I think before the internet. That's why we're using those. Why do we got to use those words? Separation, union, right? Why is it those words that we use? Well, because I think before the internet came around, somebody figured it out, that this is your spiritual awakening. Twin flame or not, when you're identified as the separate self, the ego personality, that's called separation consciousness. When you transcend the mind, ego personality, they call that unity consciousness. You feel at one with everything. You feel connected to the source, to the one, which is non-duality, by the way. It is the one. There's no other. It's non-duality. It's the one. It's the source. It's the root. It's a monad. It's single. It's unity. That's where union came from. And when you do that, you're going to feel better, and your twin flame is going to come screaming back into your life. And if you'd like some tools, just take a look around on my channel. I've got a playlist you can go check out right now. It's called The True Twin Flame Teachings on this YouTube channel. Free coaching videos, guys. Dig in. Learn about what this really is, guys. Your twin flame is your soul. You just have to transcend the separation consciousness of mind. Cord cuttings, they backfire, guys. It keeps you focused on the person, and they run harder. So transcend. Thank you for watching.